In today's video, we are going to be looking at the conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit and vice versa. In this, we are going to see the formula which we convert from degrees to Fahrenheit. We are going to look at two different formulas, or different ways. So, let's take an example with 50 degrees Celsius and ask to convert this degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. The first method we're going to use is going to be 9 divided by 5 into C plus 32. This is the first formula we're going to use. So in this case, remember our degrees Celsius is 50, which is C is 50. This is going to be F, which is equal to 9 divided by 5. At this point, we're going to multiply this by 50 plus 32. F, which is the subject of the formula, 9 divided by 5 is simply going to be 1.8. Still, multiply by 50 plus 32. F 1.8 multiplied by 50 is simply going to be 90. 90 plus 32, in this case, this is simply going to be, our Fahrenheit is going to be 122. Let's try to put it differently. In this case, we're still converting from degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. But this time around, it's going to be C instead of F. This is going to be C divided by 5 equal to F minus 32 divided by 9. Remember, we are dealing with 50 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit, meaning our C is 50 degree. Let's substitute our value here. Then we solve the problem. This is simply going to be 50 divided by 5, which is equal to F minus 32 divided by 9. Next thing we need to do is to multiply both sides. 50 multiplied by 9, this is simply going to be 450, which is equal to, next is what? Next is 5 multiplied by bracket of, let's say 5 multiplied by the bracket of F minus 32. If you notice, at the right hand side we have 5 outside of the bracket. We're going to use that 5 and divide both sides. Here 5 will cancel 5. We're going to be left with 450 divided by 5, which is equal to, F minus 32. So 450 divided by 5, this is simply going to be 90. Still, this is going to be F minus 32. So let's make the F, which is Fahrenheit, to be the subject of the formula. This is going to be F. At the left hand side here we have 90, and this 90 is in positive. If we move it to the right hand side, it's going to be negative. Initially we have negative at 32. Negative 32, negative 90 is simply going to be positive. In this case, 32 plus 90 is simply going to be 122. Therefore, this is going to be F minus 32 minus 90. F is simply going to be, let's say 32 plus 90, and our Fahrenheit is going to be 122. This is it for this problem. If you notice, the first way we use, we got the same 122, and the second method we use is still 122. Okay, what if we ask to change from, instead of from degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit, this time around they need us to do it vice versa by changing from Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius? How are we going to do that? Feel free to pause the video and try it yourself. In this case, we are converting from Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius. Remember, in the first case, we have from degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. And we have 50 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit, it gives us 122. Fahrenheit In this case, we are going to convert 122 and we need to see it in degrees Celsius. So the formula for us to solve this problem, this is simply going to be C is equal to 5 divided by 9 into bracket of F negative 32. So this is the formula we are going to use to solve this problem. Remember, our Fahrenheit is 122. Let's say Fahrenheit is what? 122. This is simply going to be C, which is equal to 5 divided by 9 into bracket of our Fahrenheit. Sorry, we're going to replace the Fahrenheit, which is what? 122 minus 32. 122 minus 32, this is simply going to be 90. Therefore, we're going to be left with C, which is 5 divided by 9 into bracket of 90. At this point, 5 divided by 9, this is simply going to be 0.55. 0.55 multiplied by 90, this is simply going to be 50. You can choose to put it differently by saying 5 multiplied by 90. See, 5 multiplied by 90, this is simply going to be 450. And 450 divided by 9, our degrees Celsius is simply going to be 50 degree. And this is it for this problem. Thank you for watching. Anyway, in today's video, we are going to be looking at the conversion from Celsius